everybody, and welcome back to another stream Sunday. How are we doing? Have we all recovered from the shock of Ferrari nailing a strategy call? Yeah, Charles Leclerc with a superb performance today. I'm just going to put in the chat for you guys to put your alternative, that's how you spell alternative, driver of the day, and rate the race. No worries, Callum. Enjoy that league race. Hopefully you make it to Q3 this week. We need... Can I find the button? Pin message. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Hello, everybody. Let's say hello to the people in the chat. Hello to Jermat, to Louis, to Elite Silver, to Justin. Yes, I did see the clip you sent me. Who else is here? Hello to Callum. I'm sure we'll get a few more people in as well. We are gearing up for some more randomised grid action, but I'm also going to give you my thoughts on the Italian Grand Prix. I did put a post in the community page section. Let's see if anybody replied. I did do it fairly shortly ago. 7 likes, but no one answering the questions. But you can answer them now in the chat. Number 1, should McLaren have swapped round Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris to maximise the British driver's points gain on Verstappen? And should the papaya pair have held position on lap 1? Essentially, should Oscar Piastri have gone for that move on lap 1 that gave him the lead, that also ended up allowing Charles Leclerc through as well? Did that allow the Ferrari driver the opportunity to swoop in? Because they could have just covered everything off from that position, to be honest. It allowed Leclerc to be in play, really. Justin getting his driver of the day, alternative driver of the day in there as well, and his race rating. Yes, sorry, Gemma, I've just been very, very busy, mate. Very busy. I have seen it. Just trying to work through everything, but I will get back to you on that, don't worry. Alright, so before we start with our Aston Martin with the randomised grid shenanigans, we've got 2 sprint races coming up today. I'm going to hit record and give you my thoughts on the Italian Grand Prix. So, yeah, let's dive on in. A superb performance by Charles Leclerc has given him another home victory for Ferrari. That's Monaco and Monza that he's scored victories at in 2024. And this one was arguably more impressive because it was a surprise victory and it was a strategy call that could so easily have gone wrong. It was one that went against the grain. The one stop normally and traditionally is the right way to go, but everybody else was going 2 stop today, and for all the world it looked like Ferrari had played another one of their sort of strange strategy calls that doesn't work out. We've seen it so often in the past. They do something different and it blows up in their face, but today they hit gold with Charles Leclerc. And you know what, first of all, the fans at trackside, the atmosphere, you could hear it through the TV. It was incredible. Ferrari, the national team for Italy, the fandom is just fanatical. It was just amazing. Just amazing. You know, I know people say Red Bull have been dominant, but also it saps some of that joy and the atmosphere out of it when a team is super dominant. And this isn't a criticism of Red Bull or Verstappen by any stretch, but when there's more interest in the sport on the track, the atmosphere is better. Obviously, that is natural. That's just going to happen. And it was just fantastic to hear the crowd. It sort of made the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and that was simply because Charles Leclerc was doing an amazing job. How he managed to do that, I don't know. But it does show you how far he's come in terms of he can execute those strategies and they can sort of give him that and he can run with it. So all credit to Charles Leclerc. He did a phenomenal job. And Ferrari took a punt. It worked. It worked. It's just... it's startling that it was Ferrari. And it's always great seeing Ferrari win at home. I mean, the fandom, as I said, it's just fanatical. And they love the team there. It's just amazing. And it's a real boost for Formula One when Ferrari are doing well. And it's also a surprise because they were basically nowhere for the last 6 or 7 races. It's been more about Mercedes and McLaren catching and overpassing Red Bull. But today it was Ferrari who were the second best team and eventually got to the top step of the podium. It was a very, very, very good race, I would say. Very interesting. I'll give my race rating shortly, but it really kept you thinking, actually, which way is this going to go? But let's go back to the start. McLaren had locked out the front row. Lando Norris on pole position. He actually got off the line pretty well today, for once, and held position. It looked like that was a done deal. But Oscar Piastri diving down the outside, snatching the lead. Lando getting out of shape. It allows Leclerc a chance to get in between them. And I think that's where it all started to fall apart for McLaren. Yes, they did get themselves back into a 1-2 position with the undercut, but really, should Oscar Piastri have been allowed to go for that move? I totally get that if Lando makes a poor start and Piastri gets him off the line and takes the lead into turn 1, that's fine. But I think Piastri could have backed out into turn 4, well, turn 4 and 5, the De La Roja chicane. Because he was on the outside. He could have just let Lando take the lead and they'll control the race together from there. You know, it was definitely possible. But from that moment, I'm not criticising Oscar Piastri here. This isn't a criticism of him. He's allowed to race his teammate. That's the way that the team have set it up. But that's the thing I'm questioning. The team have set it up like that. Should that have been the way forward? We saw it in 2018 with Ferrari. Raikkonen challenging Vettel in the opening corners, and it led to Vettel spinning out in combat with Lewis Hamilton, and that kind of derailed his title bid. So there's previous here. Should that have been allowed to happen? Because it did compromise their race. It put Lando back in third. He chewed up his tyres. They ended up having to... They couldn't have had the option of going for the one stop. They couldn't manage their mediums to start with because Lando was in the dirty air. It looks like Piastri was the fastest driver today, but Lando was always on the back foot from that point, always having slightly older tyres, dirty air, didn't have the opportunity to be in front and stretch his legs. Piastri generally always had that, so in that sense it skews the picture. And also, I think it's just unnecessary. McLaren are there to win championships. They really need to figure out, actually, are they going for the Drivers' Championship or are they just going to try and win the Constructors? Because if they're just going to try and win the Constructors, then at least be honest enough to come out and say so. If you're still in with the shot of the Drivers' Championship, which they are, because they've got the fastest car now, Lando should be getting every opportunity to win the races. And like, you know, I said, if he makes a bad start, that's on him. If Piastri beats him off the line, fair dues. But to actually have your cars risk colliding on the opening lap, it just, yeah, there's a bit of, right, get through turn 1 unscathed, hold position from whatever order you emerge from that in, and then we'll figure it out later. We'll settle into the race. It's just, yeah, I think you can't plan for everything, but that is something you can sort of accommodate because you would expect to get off the line well, hold the front 2 positions, and then control the race from there. As it was, they allowed Leclerc and Ferrari to swoop in. He got in between them. He delivered a great race, as I've already said, and, you know, fair cop to Charles Leclerc for being there and taking advantage of it, because Other times it's been other people who have done that. So Charles did a wonderful job in that. And McLaren left themselves with so much work to do. Whether they, I don't know whether they expected Ferrari to make the one-stop work or not, but Piastri then, again, this sounds like I'm bashing Oscar Piastri. I'm really not. But he never showed that pace differential to actually make you think he's going to get it. At no point did I think that Leclerc was under threat from Piastri. There just wasn't enough time gain in those closing 10 laps. And it's just, this is how you have to win the World Championship, whether it's the Constructors or the Drivers' Championship. You have to maximise your points. We've seen Red Bull do it. We've seen Mercedes do it in the past. They've moved drivers aside when they've needed to, and they didn't. They don't have to with Verstappen because he's always dominating his teammate. But you know, I'm sure Perez has moved over before for him. So it's definitely something that McLaren have missed a trick on there, because they really, in my opinion, should have swapped the two drivers around. Lando did the fastest lap on the final lap. Let him do that lap. Piastri backs off, gives him the place over the line. You get the same number of constructors' points, and Lando makes a bigger gain on Verstappen. It's down to 63 points, I think it is now, and it's just points left on the table. I get why he gave up the place in Hungary, and okay, you might say he doesn't need to cash in his chip there, but honestly, is Piastri going to win the World Championship? Not this year. He needs to now be playing rear gunner to Lando Norris, making sure that Lando maximises his championship gain over Max Verstappen. And the team should be facilitating that. I just think McLaren have missed a trick. I really think they should have just swapped the drivers over. It just, again, it goes back to the point that this McLaren is not the race winning machine that it was back in the 90s and the 80s back in the day. It's a team that still needs to learn how to win, and they're almost being too nice about it. They need to be a bit more brutal. And look, Red Bull are probably the most extreme in the way teams are brutal nowadays about winning world championships. Ferrari were back in the day with Schumacher, Jean Todt and Ross Brawn. It was all about win the Drivers' World Championship, win the Constructors' Championship, do everything you have to do so. Mercedes have done that before. Obviously, we saw Bottas move over in 2018 for Lewis Hamilton when he had to give up a win. Piastri wouldn't have been giving up a win. If it was for a win, it's a totally different situation. You probably can't ask him to do that. But it wasn't. There was the opportunity. There was enough laps, and the gap wasn't coming down. Unless if they'd come over the radio and said, look, if you're not going to catch him on the last lap, you have to give up the place to Lando, I think Oscar would have understood. And they can talk about that later. Because Oscar will know, actually, yeah, he did give up the place in Hungary, so I'll do it. And then you say, okay, well, now we need you to play second fiddle. We need you to be rear gunner and make sure that Lando maximises his points gain over Verstappen. But they've left points on the table. That is three. If Lando loses the title by less than 3 points, those 3 points today were left on the table, potentially. We'll wait and see. McLaren have got a fast car. They'll be fast in Baku. They'll be fast in Singapore. But they are just leaving points on the table. They'll win the Constructors' Championship, no problem. Well, in theory they should. But they're leaving points on the table with Lando, and I just cannot excuse that. I cannot excuse that, because in that sense, when it comes to the end of the season, you go, have they done everything they could possibly do to give Lando that chance to win? No. I totally get that Lando made a couple of mistakes today, but drivers do make mistakes throughout a race, and he was on the back foot, and it goes back to that lap 1 incident. Did that need to happen? Should they have been in this position? They'll be debriefing that in much more detail than I can, just as a spectator, someone who's watched the race. But yeah, it's not good enough for a McLaren. They really need to tighten up that side of things to make sure they deliver both championships, because it's absolutely possible. They really, really can. So yeah, let me know in the comments and in the chat right now. Should Oscar have been allowed to attack? Yes or no? Should they have swapped the two drivers round? Yes or no? Alright, I'll wrap this piece up as well just by going through my alternative driver of the day, which I'm going to give to Franco Colapinto. I think it's an easy option. I denied about him or Kevin Magnussen, but considering that Kevin Magnussen has now got a race ban for Baku, I don't think I can give it to him, to be honest. The only thing I'll say is I'm surprised it's taken this long to get the race ban, because he's been carrying that over his head since Miami. So yeah, it's a interesting position that he's put the Haas team in. Do they pick Pietro Fittipaldi, or they'll probably pick Oliver Behrman? So yeah, Franco Colapinto is my alternative driver of the day. P12 on his F1 debut with Williams. He only knew he was getting the drive on Tuesday. So yeah, very, very neat and tidy job. Kept it all pointing the right way. All four corners of the car stayed on it. And yeah, he did a really neat and tidy job. I would rate this race as a 7 out of 10. Plenty of intrigue, good action on the racetrack, good strategy like divergence, and the surprise factor of a home win. It's yeah, it's almost everything you could possibly need. If there'd been a little bit of rain as well, that would have been absolutely unbelievable. Let's just quickly go through some of the thoughts of the chat. So, World Champion member Justin Inakaitis has said, where is it? You said it earlier. Colapinto driver of the day, and an 8.5 out of 10 for this race. Germat, World Champion member, 8 out of 10 race rating, and Kevin Magnussen, alternative driver of the day. Justin says, hot take, this season will go down as the best since 2012. Actually, I would very much agree with that. Ferrari only 40 points off of Red Bull in the Constructors. Well, Red Bull might just finish 4th this year. Let's have a look further down. George R 2010 says driver of the day is still Leclerc, and would rate the race as an 8 out of 10. Crispy Bacon says 7 out of 10 for the race. Driver of the day, definitely Leclerc. Alternative driver of the day, I think Charles Leclerc got the driver of the day vote anyway. German says the Piastri Norris situation was fine, but it will not be if they do that again. Justin says the championship is over for McLaren. They've shown their real intent. They're taking that you think that's prioritising the constructors over the drivers. Ren says that Verstappen will come back. George says Oscar should have been allowed to attack, but not too aggressively, and they should have swapped them around later in the race. Yeah, but I would argue that Piastri attacking helped potentially cost them the win. Obviously, would Lando have been able to catch Leclerc? We'll never know. So maybe they were always destined to lose out by doing the 2-stop. You will never know. Justin says they should have prioritised Lando 100%. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think McLaren have let some points go here, and it could prove crucial come the end of the season. If you enjoyed this sort of content, leave a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe for more F1 and F1 Manager content soon, and I'll see you next time. Lovely, great input there, chat. Thank you very much. Hot take, Perez will be sacked after Singapore. That is bold. That is very, very hot and spicy. Right, let's get onto the track in China. Okay, here we go. Jack Doohan, now officially an Alpine driver, by the way. And Zane Maloney, who's actually rated higher than him. So that's interesting. I've just started putting some upgrades together. Let's say hello to a few more people. Let's say hello to Crispy Bacon, to George. I saw a Pulse Potato somewhere. There he is, Pulse Potato. Hello, and to Renz as well. Welcome to Renz. So, some upgrades that I've just started developing. New underfloor, new side pods, new suspension. We've got new on the car. Rear wing is arriving. It's arrived. It's on the car. What else have we put on? I think the front wing is now both on both cars. Underfloor on both. New underfloor on both cars. So we are good to go for this weekend. How do we look car performance wise? 7th and 7th and 7th. We are very 7th. Look at that. Right. Yeah, go 10th or higher with Jack Doohan. Why is he giving Zane Maloney higher targets? I'm just going to go 11th. Do I reckon I could do a full F1 grid of subscribers? I could probably do that, yeah, in some form. What did I think of the Premier League this weekend? I've watched none of it, so I can't really tell you. I saw that Bournemouth came from 2 goals down in the last few minutes against Everton. Just shows you where Everton are in terms of their consistency and performance. They were in control of that, the highlights I saw, and they blew it. Just a club in a mess. In a complete and utter mess. Right, F1 setup calculator. We'll put a new engine in for both cars today. What are we making of Season 2 with AHGP, everybody? You'll have seen the first 3 rounds, I think? And Paul Aaron got pretty close to scoring some points, didn't he? Before he didn't. And then Fred Vesti got even closer and still didn't. Right, let's simulate to the sprint. How did the ERGL race go? It was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty chaotic. Look out for Miami. No spoilers. Right, we are 11th and 14th on the grid. We just need to probably... Oh, we can't do anything more with the setup. Right, let's play the sprint. We'll simulate qualifying, and then we'll play the Grand Prix as well. Hang on. Could the softs make it? How many of each tyre have we got? Oh my... We've got to go on the softs. Okay, we're going on the softs. Let's menage the session. The F2 and F3 races were bonkers. Actually bonkers today. Alright, we're off and running. By the way, we can do this now. With the UI. And if I hit pause, I can now hide the UI and take screenshots. So thumbnails are about to be improved, hopefully. But I can't. I have to unhide the UI and then play. Right, Jack Doohan is scrapping with Perez for 11th and losing it. Zane Maloney is in 14th. So yeah, I can always just get rid of this like that. Oh, clean up the screen a wee bit. Right, I thought we were at Miami. I was very confused as to why I was seeing China. Anyway. Right. Let's see how we go. Everybody's on medium, so we're going to have to try and eke these tyres out as much as we can. Winning an F3 championship in the last corner is crazy. Yeah, it was wild. Crispy Bacon, get yourself the highlights of those 2 races. They were actually bonkers.
We have low battery.
Bortoletto won the F2 feature race from last on the grid. He was last, like 22nd and last. Actually ridiculous. I actually wrote the feature race report for Inside F2. Let me find it. Here we go. So if you want to have a look at it, bosh. There's the feature race report for Inside F2. Oh, mine got DSQ'd. What for? I haven't seen that. Yeah, I think Bortoletto's got momentum now. That is going to be key. Oh, Duan's up to 10th. We've both got past Perez. Beautiful. And now they're fighting each other, but Maloney's got power issues. Don't fight your teammate. He's at peak confidence. Look at these UI things that they've changed a little bit. So the helmet, the driver confidence thing is slightly different. Maloney's on fire because he's got peak confidence. So all these little tweaks. I think if I did this without this extended UI, the whole thing would go away, which would be good. So I'll test that and see what happens. Oh, the tyre pressures. That's never ideal. Right, oh, we are on the back of Ocon. Yellow flags. VSC. Perfect. We can look after our tyres.
Drop back a bit.
Fred Vesti has crashed. This is going to be the classic China enormous crash. This is the only place you get crashes in China, because when you've got a new circuit in this game, it's they always crash in the same place. The ticking sound will be my fan. It's very hot and humid in Britain, well, in this part of Britain today, with due thunderstorms. So we are sweating it out today. Right, VSC means we can save fuel and then we can probably push and get past Ocon. We might even be able to catch Pourchaire. Right, VSC is ending.
VSC ending.
Let's go bananas with this.
You're good to be aggressive on rear tyres.
See if we can find a way through.
Copy that.
Right, do it. Can you do it? Well, we got DRS. Here we go. Down the inside. By Ocon. Yeah, by Ocon. How'd you like it? That is my fan you can hear. Let me turn it down a bit. Me driving a Mercedes, battling German in a Ferrari, you in a Williams, Justin in a Red Bull, and Louis in an Aston Martin in equal machinery. It might be a fun thing to do, actually. As Doohan retakes P9, Ocon actually managed to get back in front of us, the scallywag. We'll get absolutely no points for this.
No more overtake.
We are out of overtake. That's sadness. Oh, Ocon's got a mechanical fault now. That's helpful. Let's do it catching Pourchaire. He is. But we're also running out of tyres. So we should probably go light on them. Oh, we're past Pourchaire. Lovely. Jack Doohan. Yeah, beauty. Yeah, possibly the next stream series. Doing a different stream where there's 2 stream days and 2 stream series. That would be difficult for me time-wise because I also need to record AHGP videos, and we're still doing the community save, but it's definitely something we can do moving forwards. It's a very valid idea. Right, let's see if we can seal this point. With Pourchaire right behind us, I doubt it. Are we close enough to hang on to it? Let's deploy battery, keep pushing with the fuel. Maloney needs to get past Archon. And has. If we can get Maloney past Pourchaire, we could potentially protect ourselves. We're actually catching Hulkenberg. He did a 38.8. We are killing our tyres though. Doohan is murdering the rubber. We're at risk of a puncture. Doohan's actually going to have DRS, I think. Yes, he's got DRS on Hulkenberg. We might beat a Mercedes. I think Netherlands is the next one for me.
No energy.
3 more laps.
Oh, Doohan's going for it. He's having a look at Hulkenberg. It's not quite working out though. Maloney's still giving it to Pourchaire. We have dropped back from Hulk. Oh no, we've closed in again. Right, we are at puncture range. Not good for Jack Doohan. We might lose this point on the final lap. Doohan ain't gonna survive. Let's hope he does. Maloney is there. Park the bus, Zane. Defend everything. No, defend him. Yes, put him on the curb. Dang it. He got through. We don't want to run out of fuel either, so deploy the battery. Please don't puncture. Please don't puncture. Please don't. No, Archon, don't! Go away! Oh, Gasly won the sprint. Okay. Oh, Archon has taken the place. All that effort for no reason. But well, no, for no reward. At least we didn't puncture.
Okay, let's check.
We got speed. That much is clear.
Well done, mate.
Last I checked, Lando Norris was leading this sprint.
Nice and slow in and take the pickup.
Why does it now play radio on this screen? Please don't puncture. Yep, that's a quote. It was Pourchaire. Was it? Oh. Anyway. Right, let's... I don't really know how we fix that. Maybe we do... Well, do we want... Let's have less rear wing. Have a bit more straight line speed. Maloney's will leave that as is. Simulate to the race. You may be on 8 wins. How? This race will end with 6 DNFs and 6 points for Aston Martin. I'm holding you to that prediction. Right, where are we? 12th and 14th. Vesti got himself into Q3. Okay. Let's go with the hards. Then the mediums. Cool. Oh, bugger, I didn't change the dang engines. But let me do it now. Because otherwise Zane definitely won't be finishing. Oh, yes. Sorry, completely forgot about the strategy. Yes, Justin, would you like to do some strategy for me? Yeah, I'm calling shenanigans with Elite Silver there. Yes, Justin, give me a strategy. There we go. Yeah, we're going to need some documentation on how you've achieved this, Elite Silver. It's code red in the Netherlands. Is that red for Ferrari? You like the strategy I had already? Alright, put it in the chat just so I know that you've suggested it. Also, Duan's setup is significantly improved. Alright, so Justin is suggesting that for Duan. Would anyone like to do Zane Maloney's? Soft, hard, medium. Nice, thanks. It's raining and trees are falling over. That is not good. Any other of my members like to give us a strategy for Zane Maloney? Do I think Colapinto was the correct choice for Williams? Yes. Because Mick Schumacher adds no value. Because he's basically the same as Logan Sargent. And you might as well tell drivers that are in your academy that there is an opportunity. Makes sense. Right, I'm just going to stick the same one on Zane Maloney and we'll crack on from there. We may be starting this race last. Let's find out. There's Lando Norris and is that Alonso on the front row? Alright, off we go. There's the wild camera angle for China. Oh, I think Callum mentioned it to me about the upgrades. I think you put all of your wind tunnel time into the underfloor. Yeah, you can pop it in the Discord if you want. Can be useful for Season 2 for everybody. Right, a lot of people on softs. Handful of people on mediums, including Alonso, who was on the front row. Tyres already cooking. Snitch. He didn't tell me it was your idea either. He's pulled a fast one on you there. We've got to put the cows back in the barn. Nice. No worries, Rens. See you next time. What channel? Probably put it in the community save section. Just as here's a helping hand tip for anyone who wants it. Oh, our drivers are squabbling. Oh, Malone doing down the inside. Let's clean this up. Let's watch our boys in action. How are they getting on? Maloney's going to have DRS. We should be able to close in on Vesti. Good DRS sharing. Good teamwork. Ooh. Right, let's crack on. dropping back from Vesti. Oh no, we're closing the gap. Doohan's put his foot down. No, he's lost the place. Everything I say keeps changing. I love how this save is actually accurate to real life. Look at this one Red Bull fighting two Ferraris. Sainz is a little bit back, but you know, point stands. And then you got the McLarens. He's Bortoletto being, you know, Sergio Perez. But not because he's a young driver, obviously. Hulkenberg is like Russell there. Here's Vesti doing his best Lewis Hamilton impression of being slower than George Russell. The Lance Stroll meme happened in your community save. What's the Lance Stroll meme? Yeah, the extended UI is a mod. So I can, in qualifying, I can have the sector times up so I can see what everyone's doing. What are we up to? So we are, where are we fast? Doohan did a 26.1 versus a 27.5 for Maloney's first sector. Look at the difference. That's DRS for you. You only have 6 wins. Still. I have 1 podium, that's it. Lance Stroll crashing when you're making an overtake. Oh, we've caught up with Ocon because he's got engine problems. We need to look after these tyres a little bit more, otherwise we're not going to make it to our pit window.
Yeah, it won't be long, mate.
There's the pit window opening. Doohan is chewing through his tyres. He's actually killing his tyres all the time. Alonso with a mechanical fault. Oh, now it lights up yellow. Look. Oh no. It was just a glitch. It's now purple because he'd done the fastest lap and he has a yellow technical issue. Right, Maloney, you're coming in. Got to do an extra lap on the tyres. Let's deploy some battery. Let's see how Maloney's stop goes. I think Ocon's about to be out of the race. That's a slick stop there, that'll do. Yep, bye Ocon, he's out of the race. That's good news. Right, let's see if we can move ourselves through this pack. Yellow flags. You... I think the game broke there, Elite. You're winning by 2 laps because you simulated it. That's got to be a glitch. Doohan is plenty clear of Maloney now, but it's just been passed by Vesti, which I don't like. So let's deploy some battery and get back in play with that. But you're not complaining about it. I'd be laughing till the cows came home, or go back in their barn in Ren's case. Right, we are back in play with Vesti, and Pourchaire is just up the road as well. So we're in pretty good shape here with Jack Doohan. He's just about to win Silverstone up. Honestly, showing off. Hate it. Right, we managed to undercut Hulkenberg. But he's now on fresh mediums and he's going to be coming straight past Maloney, which is going to be sad. It is. It's exactly as sad as I thought it was going to be. But he's still 9 seconds behind Doohan, so... well, not anymore. Nice one, Jack.
Yeah, copy.
Merc is, but yeah. Also, this doesn't help. Why would you turn right there and turn left to go back on the track? Why? Oh dear. Tyres have taken a nerfing as well. So let's look after them. Wow, well, we might get 1 point. I totally did jinx it. I really did jinx it. Interestingly, Science has got himself into the lead of this race. Oh no, I jinxed that as well. If I speak, I'm in trouble. It's that meme. It's the Jose Mourinho meme. Vesti's got a mechanical fault, so that could promote both of our drivers into the points. What's the lap times? Well, it's just on a 39 flat. We're not pushing on tyres though, to be fair. That's why I don't get rookies. Yeah, I know. To be fair, they can all do that. Drivers with worse stats are just more likely to. We're ahead of a Red Bull. Maloney's ahead of Bortoletto. Look, see? Clear evidence of it. Right, Vessi's got a technical problem, but we're still not catching him. Not particularly quickly anyway.
We are ready.
Copy.
Oh, Antonelli's just gone in and retired. Bortoletto had a lockup. Very helpful. Right, let's go aggressive again on Doohan's tyres. Who's coming in first? Pourchaire with a lockup, but he's miles ahead of us now. Bortoletto has caught and passed us despite his lockup. It is Doohan who's coming in first. Interesting.
Copy.
Although I suppose that I think they're far enough apart to double stack. Let's do that.
Okay, box.
Let's see if we can get away with this.
Copy, box.
Well, we're guaranteed 1 point unless our drivers both throw it at the wall. Right, they're both on deploy for when they come out of the pit lane. Momentary yellow flag. Both stops under 3 seconds. Lovely. And we return in 10th and 11th. Right, let's go and get Fred Vesti. See if we can close down the Dane. We don't want to ruin our tyres though. Need to look after them. You can sign whoever you want. I'm looking forward to telling you who I've signed. Oh,
There's 2 cars off.
Vesti and Pourchaire. Wow! Oh, this is brilliant for us. Because if these two have both got damage, they're going to be slower. Oh, that was the most pathetic spin you'd ever seen. Right, have they got damage? No, Vesti doesn't look like it. But we could still catch up. Could definitely still catch up. Yeah, try and guess who I've signed. Elite thinks I've gone Kimi. Did I go for Bottas?
Copy.
We have low battery.
Hey Optics, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. We're on the verge of getting a point with Aston Martin. We've got Zane Maloney and Jack Doohan at the wheel. And it's going all right. Yeah, you can simulate to Bahrain, but just don't start the Bahrain Grand Prix. But make sure you get like the screenshots of your top like 5 results or something and your championship standings before you move on. I'm all right. I'm a bit tired because I've had a busy week at work last week. So I cover Wiltshire for work. So there's a place called Devizes. It's in the middle of the county, and where I live is about an hour and a half away. Because Wiltshire's a big county. So I was there at a police thing. No, I wasn't being arrested or anything. I was there for work, but I was there until 8:30, and I didn't get home until like 10 o'clock. I've just been flagging ever since. It's just long days sometimes. Crispy Bacon is just naming racing drivers now. Right, are we catching Vesti? Not really. It's because he's got DRS. Let's turn up the wick on the engine a bit, see if we can start closing him down. Yes, now he's out of DRS, we are reeling him in like a fish on a hook. I can neither confirm or deny if you are correct yet. Ah, we've overtaken Fred Vesti. Zane Maloney down the outside, into the first snail. There we go. Beautiful move. Lovely job. How far away is Doohan? He's not that far away, but he's also not... He's not that close either, to be honest. Your top 5 results are the same. Well, just choose maybe your favourite ones then. I'm not telling you. You have to wait until I do the update video next week. Also, what will be returning on Friday is the AHGP League on F1 24. I believe it's one of the American races. Let me have a look as we close in on 2 points with Zane Maloney and hopefully a point with Jack Doohan. Let me just see where it is, which track I should be practicing for, which I definitely don't have time to do. I'm in too many leagues. Calendar. Oh, yep, it's Las Vegas. Thank you, Elite. Popped it in the chat before I could see it. Right, Jack Doohan has DRS. Still 5 laps of this race to go. Let's turn up the aggression. Go for it. So if he dies, he dies. Oh, wow. Look at that. Super duper. And double points o'clock. The correct answer has not been said. The correct answer has not been said. Fair play to Zane Maloney. He has outperformed Jack Doohan in this race. I know Jack Doohan had a spin, but since then he has demolished him to the point of being 7 seconds up the road. He might even catch Pourchaire. Yellow flag, sights with a lockup. Let's see. Let's go aggressive, see if we can catch Pourchaire. I can't answer that, Elite. I have signed a driver. Right, we're attacking with Zane. We're going for it. Oh no, we're running out of fuel. That's not good. Are we closing in on Porsche? We were a second faster last time round. Let's check the sectors. How are we doing? Oh, we were 7/10 slower. Oh yeah, we are much slower on this lap because the tyres are falling off a cliff. Fernando Alonso has won the race. Let's deploy, see if we can get close to Porsche as he struggles with his tyres. Doohan should be safe. Doohan is safe. Oh, mate. We're so close. Go for it. High overtake aggression. Just send it into the last corner. Biff him out the way. Go for it. Can we do it? Oh, no. Zane Maloney is not going to score 2 points. He'll score just 1.
That's a good flag.
Good thing we were on the lead lap.
P9.
Honestly, he could have just rolled down the hill from there. Could have just rolled down the hill. How's my Merc save been going, or is it confidential? I can tell you I have scored a podium. And I'm a Zandvoort. Crispy Bacon is just reeling off racing driver names. Alonso is lapping up. Lando looks fed up. And Gaz is like, I'm just going to stand here and be stoic. Oh, Porsche had a penalty. I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot. No wins yet. I've struggled, put it that way. Right. Zane Maloney has his first F1 point. Nicely done. And we have 7 points at Aston Martin. We're being beaten by the V-Carbs, which is slightly embarrassing. Everyone seems to be getting wins except me. The bloke who actually makes the videos is having the worst time. You're the best fans and the better players. That's what it is. Nope. We got one more race for the stream. We're going to do the Miami Sprint Weekend. Russell just crashed with a lap car. Things you love to see. Oh yeah, we can have some side pods on the car. Love it. Oh no. We need some suspensions as well. Optics, welcome back to the World Champion Members section. Getting his access to videos early. Getting control of the strategies. And just generally being a top bloke. You've only got one win, you're at Aston. Well, that's more than me. You got a win in a Sauber. Nice. You got a new F2 driver AHGP in the AHGP series. Expand on that, please, Crispy Bacon. Just me and Jermat in the no wins club, and Lando Norris, obviously. Right, let's put some suspension parts on the car. Okay, 9th or higher. 8th or higher, fine. Go for it. All right, members who are in the chat, let me know who wants World Champion gets F2. Oh, yes, they do. Name in the game. So yes, optics. You've also got name in the game status. Did I read the no? It's a joke. Oh no, I missed that bit. I still remember your Sauber simulating save. Just one, like 50 seconds. Nice. Right. Yeah, so Optics, message me on Discord whether you'd like to be a driver, a team personnel member for the AHGP team, and we can have you as a name in the game player, essentially. Right, let's do some setup work. So we can repurpose the. So basically what I did with Pulse Potato and Justin is repackage like a Formula 3 driver or someone who was retired within the game. So I can use the editor to repackage people, and I can do the same with the team personnel. So Germat is head of aerodynamics. We have Callum as a race engineer, and without spoiling too much for tomorrow's episode, the other engineer slot is taken, so you can't have that either. So race engineers are done. So there's we did also sign a sporting director, so I think there's technical director, and then there's drivers that's available. But yeah, message me on Discord and I can talk you through it a little bit more. What happens if you hit 1,000 points? Then you clearly cheated and you have to start again. Just kidding. Right, have we got enough medium tyres? Let's go. Oh. Let's go with softs. Need to think of a fun name. Well, we can use your real name, or we can use your YouTube name so people know who it is. Because obviously you get the shout outs at the start of the episode too. Menage the session. Sprint action. Oh, there's a McLaren on the front row. I was like, oh, Lando's on the front row, and then I remembered he is in the Red Bull. Yeah, Callum just used his real name. And Germat has renewed his membership for another month. He is now 3 months into his World Champion membership. You wrote that with autocorrect. Nice, the auto predict. Love that. Right, oh, Jack Doohan is 6th. I didn't even know where he started. Maloney's 11th. Weird cutscene o'clock. Red flag? What? Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I think if I took this away, the whole thing would move. Because it's a mod, it doesn't work with it. Wow. Oh. Yeah, so that's why I can't click it. Because it's not supposed to be there. Interesting. I think that's red flag worthy. What do you think? Classic that Kevin Magnussen's involved. They're just in his gearbox. Look at this. This is this race got X-rated. Sheesh. Alright, red flag it is. Here we go. It's Hadjar, Antonelli and Magnussen. Or not. Didn't even show us. Yeah, the mods only work on PC. You wrote Aaron and autocorrect finished. Nice. Love that, Joe Matt. Thank you. It doesn't know where we're starting. Good. Well, we'll just stay on the same tyres, I think. Time in pit lane. 0 seconds. There we go. Oh, let's try this again, shall we? Magnussen, shock horror that Magnussen has the penalty. Doohan is up to 5th and zooming along. I don't know what we've given him for breakfast today, but he is on one. What's Maloney up to? He's 11th. He's doing all right. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think a few people changed tyres. Yeah. Iwasa, Hulkenberg, Porsche. Norris put on new mediums. We had a red flag in a. We haven't had a red flag in a real sprint, have we? Haven't got that far yet. He's got weed. Oh, what is going on in this race? Oh no. Well, Zane killed the car. He didn't have his Weetabix and croissants. And we've got another red flag. Great. By this point, we might as well stick on another set of softs. How do you say red flag in Hungarian, Jermat? How does one even spin there? I know. They're just coded to crash in like specific places. Right, everyone's on mid. I haven't had the chance to change any of this yet, so I don't need to. Which is great. Got a McLaren behind you, 2 Ferraris in front. This is one crazy race. Put it that way. Yes, and say goodbye to the gearbox for Maloney. There'll be a rear wing smashed to pieces as well, which was fairly new. Oh, Doohan round the outside. Do you like it? Do you like it? Even Finn from CRL wouldn't spin there. You never get crashes. I get all the red flags. I genuinely do. I think Miami might just be a hotbed for red flags in this game. Right, so we're P4. Are we going to get DRS? No. We're down to 5th. As long as we go with Alonso, we'll be alright. He's got past signs. And we're past signs as well. Nice, look at that. We're just dicing out with the Ferraris. Cool. Piros Zalasso. 2 pit. We're 3rd. We're in actual 3rd place. Although we're about to not be in 3rd place anymore. There is an angry train of cars queuing up behind us. Which goes back to Hulkenberg. And actually we've defended it. That's pretty good from Doohan. Respect. Respect. Oh, we're still hanging on. No, lost it. Back up into 3rd though. Now it's Iwasa chasing us. Can we catch Gasly? Don't think we'll be catching Gasly, who looks like he's going to win another sprint. Let's look after our tyres a little bit. If it's a Wasser in front, that's fine because he's not going to run away. How do you say sprint podium? Alonso mechanical fault? That's helpful. He's dropped out of 1 second to us. Or has he? No, he's got DRS. Oh, we've dropped out of DRS. No. No. Come on, Jack. Oh, we're going to have to look after our tyres in the last few laps. Iwasa has cleared off. It's doing me a sadness. And we're back down to 6th. Great. I looked away for 1 second and we lost 3 places. Right, we're turning the overtake aggression up. He's on low confidence, so he's definitely going to crash. Lots of mechanical problems in this sprint. Just look at all the cars. The cars everywhere. Final lap. Deploy battery. Attack on the tyres.
Use energy if you need it.
Let's see if we can pass Alonso. Aaron has one deboggo with Mercedes. Come on, Jack. Go for it. Oh, yes. Come on. 5th place. Jack. Look. It's just some old guy in a car. Just push him out of the way. Dude. We had no battery, that's why. Whoa, we're sending it. Looking for a double overtake. We should just finish ahead of Hulkenberg. No fuel concerns this time. Norris wins the sprint.
Okay, man, that's checkered flag. Well done.
And let's see how bad the damage is for Maloney. Oh, they've got a new section of the music.
Really good job. Pick up where you can.
Oh, he's still talking. Right, how about... Oh, my... Oh, wow. Nice one, Zane. That is the 3rd car you've destroyed this year. I think we're going to be building a lot of things this year with this car, with these drivers. Oh my god, he's actually... We're actually out of suspension parts. Right, well, we'll just have 2 of those, please. Gearbox dead. Oh, is that the ERS as well is screwed? Good. Let's put the new suspension on, seeing as we've got it. Put the new side pods on Doohan's car. Alright, set up. Well, let's just build it, I suppose. Alright, is there anything left on the car? There was underfloor and side pods, I think. That was it. Right, if you're a World Champion member, second mid-season, get your strategies ready. I'm going to simulate to the race. 4 months as a world champion member for Justin Inakaitis. You've got a P2 and a P4 at Austin. Very nice. In your community save. Thank you for saying that I'm the best. I wouldn't say that myself, but you are very welcome to think that. I appreciate your support. Thank you to everyone who supports this channel. Either as a member, a subscriber, just a viewer, just by liking a video, you're supporting the channel. Right. Optics, Germat, I know you guys are around. Hit me with a strategy for Jack Doohan and Zane Maloney, please. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, it doesn't help that I've not been around contributing any points in the last few weeks, really. What was the one? Oh, Australia, I didn't do very well. Just put something. Thanks, Crispy Bacon. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Tell Maloney to pay for the damages. Just fine him, really. We'll just go to the Barbados government. You won't do one because you're currently managing Monaco. Okay, no problem. Let's go with that for Jack Doohan, who will start 10th. We'll do that for Zane Maloney. Hungarian language never ceases to amaze me. It's got so many variations. Alright, final piece of today's stream. And then I'm going to go and tuck myself up for some beauty sleep. Miami Grand Prix, let's hit it. Oh, Lando Norris on pole again. I can't even see where we are. There we are. Oh, terrible getaways. Lost 10th place, got it back, nice. Alright, so fortunately we managed to hold position. That is a good start. Let's see how this develops. Maloney has moved forward. He's passed Sonoda and then lost it again. Doing up to 9th. He's passed Vesti. Good job. Where's that? Oh, that's the first bit of straight, isn't it? It's not straight, it's a wiggle. Nicely done. And we're on the back of Porsche. Even better. Right, let's deploy the battery, see if we can get in front. We're closing in. Down the inside goes Jack Doohan. Wonderful scenes. Maloney's up to 13th. He's going along fairly nicely, actually. Let's push with the fuel, see if we can pull out a bit of a gap on Porsche. Closing in on Hulkenberg, actually. Who's dropped off the back of the front group. Because Mercedes at the start of at the start of a save are terrible. And we are into 7th place. Oh. Sending it up the inside in the Mickey Mouse chicane section. I hate that bit of track. It's just pointless. Oh, we've lost the position again. That's Ocon we're actually closing in on. That's interesting. Maloney now up to 12th and make that 11th. Oh no, he's lost it again. Yellow flags. Oh, had a lock up. Oh well. Oh, Doohan! Surprise attack on Hulkenberg. Gets the DRS open as well. Doesn't have the line for the corner though. No, I'm not racing next week in CRL. I am at Eastleigh versus Tamworth. So you guys will start racing at half time. Bit of a problem. Just going to keep this battery with Maloney in hand because we'll need to drop the hammer at some point. Doohan should probably deploy some of his battery and close up to Ocon.
Copy.
Eastleigh are 2nd in the league. They won their first 4 games of the season. They drew with Sutton United, who dropped down from League 2, and they lost in a top of the table clash yesterday away at Gateshead. To a late goal, by the way. Very late goal. So they've started well. If they can replicate this throughout the season, win 4, draw 1, lose 1, they'll go up as champions. Possibly. Too early to get excited about it yet. Chelsea diss track coming as well. Oh dear. Please reference needless amounts of wingers and no strikers. The week after, yeah, I'll be racing the week after, I think. Right, Maloney is on the back of the Hulkenberg Porsche Express, and Doohan has closed up to the back of Bortoletto and Ocon. So we could be looking at a potential 6th place here if we play our strategy correctly. I don't know. Southend might have just been having a rocky start, yes. But also they're in a bit of a mess, sort of financially and stuff like that. My next race is Vegas. Oh, that's good. Another one where you just have to stay alive. Oh, Doohan's dropped off again. Oh, Bortoletto has crashed. He's fighting with Ocon. And then just drives into the wall. And sits there. Good. And we lose the place to Hulkenberg. That's... Oh, we've got it back again. That's good.
Won't be long now for us.
Copy.
We need to
He
charge.
looks at the front row in Mexico. Nice. I think my best qualifying position so far is 3rd.
Copy.
Right, let's get Doohan in for his stop.
Yeah.
Have we got enough space to bring Maloney into? Why not? Why not? We love a double stack on this channel. Oh, that's... We've actually ended up lying astern. That's not ideal. Oh my god. We've actually pooed the bed on this one. Where's Maloney? There. So he's had to wait ages. And been held. Good. Don't ask. Oh, what's going on with the camera? What's going on with the camera? It's freaking out. It's just following the car. But from here. We'll see it come round again in a minute. What's going Oh, we're just having a look at the fans. Oh, there they are. Oh, this is a new way to watch the race, isn't it? This is what it should look like. There goes Maloney. Okay, we'll end that experiment. Good view, don't change it. Then we get bored of not seeing the cars. Right, we have just about undercut Fred Vesti. It was fun, wasn't it? It was a very different way of viewing the race.
No energy.
Yeah, copy.
Mechanical faults for the Ferraris. Hopefully DNF's incoming. So we are 11th and 12th. And we're not really catching the guys in front. Camera is operating from home. It's just a drone camera really, wasn't it? Hulkenberg's making his way through. Oh, there we go. There's the red flag. Who is it this time? It's Hadjar. That's a Red Bull. Oh. He's taken out Lando Norris, I'm guessing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, give us a replay, please. Here's Lando. Oh, he's dropped it on his own. Lando!
I just misjudged it or something.
I thought you misjudged it. Dude. Oh, that is the stupidest crash I've ever seen. Right, what do we do tyre-wise? Let's put on a used set of mediums. Then we can put on a fresh set of mediums to finish. Oh, we can't put those on. Oh, Maloney can put some softs on. That'll do. So the race leader is out of the race. Gasly now starts at the front. And we're back underway.
She will have lots of energy.
Copy.
How did Hadjar get the time penalty for that? I love how Hadjar's still in the race. Right, Maloney is up into 9th and should be able to attack Bortoletto. Is attacking Bortoletto. has passed Bortoletto. Oh, and the Formula 3 champ decided he didn't like that. But we're coming back at this. Right, we could get Vesti, and then we could even maybe challenge Pourchaire. Doohan is in 11th and a bit stuck. No, he's 10th. He's unstuck. Oh,
Big shunt.
collisions.
Potential debris. Right hand side exit.
Who is it this time? It's Hulkenberg. What's happened here? Oh, little nudge.
So Lance is
Nothing.
careful of
No, he's not.
there.
Oh, it was Stroll. In fact, the audio was correct. Hi, Tate. How you doing, mate? Joined us towards the end of the stream, to be honest. But glad you're here. Glad you're here. We've had 3 red flags in Miami this weekend. Zane Maloney is now 6th and absolutely flying. Oh, he's back down to 7th. Pourchaire was having none of that. Doohan, let's deploy battery with you, mate. Say good day, some overtakes. Or not. We're just in a DRS train and it's not good. Ah, back up to P6. Can we close in on Ocon? And then we'll put on another set of mediums.
No.
Oh, we were going to put the softs on for Maloney, weren't we? So we've just used the set of softs he was going to finish the race with. What has he got? He does have a set of mediums that we can go to. Interesting. We're going to lose some track position, but we'll have so much advantage on tyres. So I'm going to do that now. And Doohan as well. Right. Maloney comes out 18th. So he should be plenty faster than everybody else now. Doohan will drop out behind his teammate. Or not. Oh no, he does actually. They are line astern. Let's get past this Sauber thing that doesn't know really what it's called. Deploy the battery, deploy the battery. There we go, past Hadjar.
No more energy for now.
And then we'll pass Antonelli. Yeah, when you finish your season, post your bits and pieces. Right, we are making progress. We're in this huge train. It's driving clean air with both drivers. Jack, don't fight your teammate. Just follow him through. Oh, he's up the inside. He's going to give the place back though. Don't crash, lads. Please don't crash into each other. Let's deploy battery with Zane. Get him moving forwards a bit quicker. Oh, he's nearly past Stroll there. Ward's in the pit lane. Let's just go high overtake aggression on both drivers. Oh, there you go. High overtake aggression, they just start overtaking everywhere. Vesti surely has to come in because he's going to have no tyres left.
We can just focus on charging.
Past Magnussen, that's good. Yeah, I'm a bit lost with your comments there, Crispy Bacon, I'll be honest. And yes, Justin, just post your 5 best results and the standings. Just post them all at once and I can go in and grab them from all one place, essentially. Otherwise I have to scroll through and try and find whose, and it just takes forever then. Just makes it easier for me. Read back. I can't at the moment. I'm busy moving forwards with Maloney and Doohan, who are absolutely together. Just separated by Kevin Magnussen. Yeah, Vesti went in for soft tyres and is going to come back past us, to be honest. We've just passed Perez. Will we catch Hulkenberg? Well, we might. Vesti's come screaming by as well. Let's deploy battery. Maybe the two-stop from the red flag wasn't... Well, the stop after the red flag wasn't the right... Puncture for Perez.
We need to charge it.
Copy.
Oh, Sainz has a mechanical fault. He's blowing smoke. And that puts both of our boys in the points. And it might yet be more than 9th and 10th as well. Although there's only 3 laps to go. We'll have enough fuel with Maloney to cross the line this time. Our tyres are fading fast, to be honest. Oh, is this your sort of wrap? I'm guessing. Oh, Alonso's got a mechanical. Oh, we will have more points. Maloney's going to finish 8th. Goodbye, Alonso. It's a double DNF for Ferrari. I told you they had mechanical issues and there was a DNFing. Gasly's just whining a McLaren 1-2. Iwasa P2. Unbelievable scenes. Zane Maloney comes across the line for 8th. Miami just delivers, doesn't it?
This is checkered flag.
And Doohan picks up P9.
Well done.
Yeah, my bad.
You're bad.
Thanks a lot.
Leave it P1 when you jump out.
Alright, well, that's a good way to finish, isn't it? Just a massive joke. Like the handling model on F1. Don't you mean F124? Jack Doohan with his pink helmet. Everybody moving up places. Gasly wins the race. Gasly's joined by Iwasa and Bortoletto on the podium. What is this race? Gasly has thrust himself into title contention as well. And we know he can win a world championship. How are we doing in the pit stop competition? Not great. Not great. Oh, you don't have F124. You're not missing out on anything, really. Ooh, sponsor plan review. Target missed. And Maloney's now 77 rated. Right, we'll be coming back next week for Imola. Well, that'll do for this evening, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'll see you again next week. But we've got 3 videos coming out. Well, 4 videos because I recorded one earlier. The Italian Grand Prix thoughts. But yeah, we've got what we've got tomorrow. We've got a double header, Bahrain and Jeddah in AHGP. Then we've got Miami, and then we'll have what's after Miami? Imola, and that's another double header, Imola and whatever comes next, Monaco. So yeah, you'll see those this week. So thanks very much, everyone. I'll see you in the week. You're the best fans. It's bye for now.